Hold on. Hey, good afternoon. I am Sharon Porter with INLIVIAN, and I'm here with my colleague, good friend, Chris Campbell. How are you today, Chris?
Good afternoon, Sharon. Doing well. Good to see you again.
It's so good to see you. So let me just say, today we're starting off, again, you are the man with the master plan who's always got the partnerships going. I mean, you are truly a part of the heartbeat of this organization. And like even today, you were trying to get vaccines out to people, right?
Yeah. With I have a fun job. There's something different every day. We're with Atrium Health has come and they're doing a spectacular job with getting vaccines in our community. So we appreciate what they're doing.
Right. So Chris, for those who don't know, I'm Sharon Porter. I lead up our public relations efforts, and Chris oversees our partnerships. And Chris is the one who connects us to the community and helps get our resources to our residents and so on and so forth. So not the least of which is, amidst this COVID pandemic, is getting vaccines to people. First it was testing, now it's vaccines, getting our seniors. And listen, we're all trying to come out of this thing alive as much as we can. That's we're trying to help people come out of this alive for sure.
And the community is stepping up big time. I love Charlotte for that. The resources are here, the agencies are willing to partner, and it's a team effort, right?
It is. And as a part of that team effort, because COVID has impacted a lot of people with jobs, right? And the lack of jobs or losing their jobs. And so people have had to really kind of step back and sort of rethink where it is they need to go, what they should be doing, what they can do. Right. And today we're talking with ISG about how folks can get a job in IT and cybersecurity without a degree.
Yes, very exciting. I mean, with COVID, technology is booming, right? Everyone's remote. Everyone's having to learn technology they didn't think they would have to learn or know about. So this is a booming field. So we're excited about this partnership.
All right, so without further ado, I'm just going to bring into our studio Mr. Leroy Thompson, who's going to talk to us all about it. Good afternoon, Leroy. How are you?
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So, Mr. Thompson, Leroy, tell us about what ISG is doing and how they're helping get people jobs.
Well, Innovative Systems Group, firstly, was founded in Raleigh, North Carolina, with affiliate offices across the North Carolina area. And it's a cybersecurity services, and is one of the only Black federally certified cybersecurity apprenticeship and information technology apprenticeship that's registered federally with the state of North Carolina. So one of the things that its president and CEO, Tony Marshall, wanted to do is look across and work with partners in workforce development and talent development and job creation to create high quality jobs, particularly in underserved areas and for individuals and families that have difficulty accessing these types of opportunities and trainings. So what better partner could we look out for? INLIVIAN, who is very active in bringing different types of training, education, and opportunities for its residents to take advantage of. And what better way to help families and individuals get off of federal subsidies than a good job, a high-paying job. So this partnership came about through both of the parties, that ISG and INLIVIAN, looking at ways that can partner together to go have an impact on the INLIVIAN residents.
So Chris, let's talk about how our residents are getting involved and getting impacted and can get involved in this apprenticeship program.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple, for residents that might be listening now, or if someone's listening that knows an INLIVIAN resident that might have an interest in computers and technology, or, are curious about it. Just simply contacting me is the first way or first step to kind of start the process. And the great thing I like about ISG is they are willing to pick up the phone and call a candidate or a person that's potentially a student, email them, spend as much time as they like answering questions and having a conversation with that candidate to see if this is something that they like to do. So really, Sharon, it's a simple phone call or email to me for a person to get connected with this particular program. We try to keep it nice and simple. And like I said, the thing I like about ISG is they're the human touch. They're a technology company, but they do value the human side of what this is all about. And, Sharon, what we do, we're in the business of helping people meet goals, right? And we know that workforce is really, really important in doing that. So very simple.
All right, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but let's just get to it, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this apprentice program. There, we got some people who are watching. If you have questions, feel free. We'll answer your questions. But let's just get to it. How does someone get a job? What does an apprenticeship program look like, right? Say you have a person who doesn't have a degree or background in this at all. How do they get involved? And is this going to be over their head? What is this like?
Well, that's a great question, Sharon. That's a great question because a lot of people self-select themselves out of opportunities like this because when they hear about information technology or cybersecurity, they're thinking that they have to sometimes be a genius to get into these fields. I have a son that's in information technology, and I can tell you from being his father that there is no absolute way that I thought that he would be in the IT field as he migrated through. So the first thing, all you need to have is three things is to qualify: aspiration, attitude, and a little aptitude. That's it. There are no other than being 18 and having those three things to get integrated into the program and being an INLIVIAN resident. It is especially for INLIVIAN residents to participate. Those are the only two criteria. And it's a pre-apprenticeship training, just a foundational training that just starts out. One of the things that they did in the initial class, they will do, is they just open up a computer and they take it apart and they look at the different parts of the computer. They put it back together and then say, do you know that just doing that leads to $40,000 to $50,000 job just with simply what you just done? So some people have technology. I guarantee you they know how to work every app on that phone. I guarantee you know about Twitter and Facebook. That's technology. And you'll be surprised how just understanding basic technology and basic networks with what folks are already doing in their everyday life, if they apply that to a foundational training and sort that through this program, that they can have a career in information technology.
How long is the program?
Well, the pre-apprenticeship program can run. It can vary. It actually can go as fast as the students can progress through it, and depending on how many certifications, and there's Network Plus, A Plus, defense type of training, but initially 4 weeks to 8 weeks, and then that's pre-apprenticeship and training. Then there's apprenticeship where you actually are connected to a job and getting real life work experience, and that could be 12 to 18 months.
So Leroy, I'm sorry. So it's a commitment there, right? And I like that. I like the apprenticeship part, actually the hands-on training, the on-the-job training. That's an awesome opportunity for someone. You talked about the 3 A's, which I like that someone needs to have to be a part of this and be successful. And I like that as well. Tell me about the education part. We might have individuals watching us that have a high school diploma or high school completion, or maybe they didn't complete high school. Tell me about that basic education level a person needs to have to enter the program.
Yeah, you do need to have either the gents at the GED or the high school diploma.
Okay.
And then from there, it's just a matter of where do they see themselves? You know, you have a lot of, INLIVIAN has a lot of various programs that they can take advantage of there. And this is another one in the information technology field. For instance, when they walk into any hotel, there's someone at the help desk. If they go into any school or institution, again, I like to use my son as an example just to give you an idea of some of the basic things that he's done, because I've seen this actually happen live with him, where he's working downtown at the city of Knoxville, and he's doing help desk. And simply they will call him up and say, hey, we got something going on with our computer here. Come up here, it's an emergency. And he will go upstairs to one of the employees outside of the information technology office. Oh, you forgot to turn it on. Okay. I promise you, they're paying him.
I may have made that phone call.
$18 an hour. $18 an hour.
Okay.
Just to turn it off, turn it on, deal with just minor network issues, something that froze, different things along that lines. That is a help desk person in IT or a systems administrator. Deals with when your computer and your Apple get stuck and shows you how to download or doing different things. I cannot do any of those things. I call him to tell me how to download various applications on my computer. These are the types of foundational experiences. But the cool thing that if we're partnered with INLIVIAN and Charlotte Works, and we start with the end game in mind with the residents and start thinking about the jobs. So we're talking with Duke Energy, we're talking with corporations that already have forecasted that they need individuals and they need people in these roles. And there are a lot of people looking into the urban centers, looking to underserved areas where there hadn't been a tremendous amount of investment and resources, and saying there is talent there that can be developed if we're investing in opportunities. And I commend INLIVIAN for creating diverse opportunities for its residents and to be able to participate in apprenticeships that are linked to job opportunities. So they will receive a stipend while they're working through the training, $10 an hour. And you will have Charlotte Works, INLIVIAN, ISG will all be advocating to companies about these participants so that as they progress through and they achieve certain certifications that they can take globally. They can take these certifications that they earn about hardwiring computers, about networks, and these are globally recognized certifications that they can go anywhere in the country and they say, oh, you have an A+ certification? That automatically qualifies them for a list of job opportunities. But the apprenticeship would give them work experience along with mentorship and guidance, in addition to that, so they can potentially hit the ground running on that particular opportunity at that job. That's
fantastic. So if I heard you correct, for anyone who didn't hear that, and Toya, thank you. Toya has just shared our live stream with people who are interested. Let us know if you have any questions. That this is a paid apprenticeship program. And you're starting off with $10 an hour to learn this new career field, and then we can help identify jobs for you and active employers who are looking for people with that skill set, correct?
Absolutely. The $10 is just a stipend while they're learning in the pre-apprenticeship training. And that's the foundational training. So there's a phase 1, foundation, pre-apprenticeship, phase 2, where they'll be active in getting work experiences doing their training. And phase 3, you actually graduate into apprenticeship. That's where you've taken your test, you've got your certifications, and we have been forecasting, connecting these participants with companies. For instance, INLIVIAN is working on developments in downtown with mixed use housing and office buildings and different things. Think about one of its residents walking into that office building, and the person that greets you is one of your participants. That resources have been invested handling that help desk, or at that particular partner or corporation that's locating on that property that INLIVIAN owns. That we can be advocating now, what are you going to need in the next 18 months as it relates to your information technology help? And we could partner with that corporation, be training for that specific need for these individuals while they're going to the training. Same thing for the Mecklenburg County, same thing for the city of Charlotte, same thing for Wells Fargo or Bank of America, all of those corporations who have the need. So it's a pretty unique type of concept, and I know it's already working in Charlotte. Duke Energy is doing some similar things and how it gets its hires, and it can work here as well.
Leroy, can you talk a little bit about, and thank you, Pamela, like we have someone else joining us, so we're getting some good energy around this particular broadcast, but can you talk a little bit about the value that you see and that we see in the support, right? So I think one of the things I think that make this so special is it's not just about getting people in class, but it's making sure that we provide the support to make sure they're successful. So your relationships that you have built with Charlotte Works through their MEC Works program and the Charlotte Area Fund, those are other community agencies that want to be a part of this process in some of those supportive services that we're able to offer people. We know that training is a commitment, and oftentimes when you enter training, you may have to, there's things that you might not be able to do, which create maybe a financial strain, right? We have those supports that's going to help someone not only be successful in the classroom, but help with those challenges they might have at home. Leroy, can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. And before I do, I'm going to toot INLIVIAN's horn, because I know you won't toot it yourself. When INLIVIAN made the first major investment into this program. So when we are able to go out to the Charlotte Works or the Charlotte Area Fund, or even to the corporations and say, here are the resources being invested in the support that it has gotten, it really caught the eyes of the others that were looking for ways. So I first commend INLIVIAN for stepping out and making a significant investment. And when the participants see that there is a team of folks counting on them and investing the resources, it motivates them to want to do their part. I've been a part of programs like this in entrepreneurship in different fields. And when they see that there are really opportunities to take advantage of these resources, because to your point, Chris, there's wraparound services. So if you're out there listening and you have transportation, most of the classes are going to be online, but as we loosen up with vaccinations and different things, there may be some classes that would take place live. The stipend is being offered, the tuition is covered, the computers are covered, any of those things. There's other types of assistances that MEC Works, new program in association with Charlotte Works, is offering. So again, when I say that the only qualifications that they need to get this opportunity to go after high quality information technology jobs is aspiration, attitude, and aptitude. Just that's what they need to bring. You see other INLIVIAN and other resources being invested. You have to make up your mind that I'm gonna invest in myself as well. So the support is there across the board. What they need is to pick up the phone, give you a call, and say, that's something I'm very interested in. I have aspiration, I'm motivated, and I know I got the aptitude. How do I go make this happen?
So my last question for you, because one of the things we talked about as we have at the bottom here is information technology and cybersecurity. And so let's just talk about what a path to cybersecurity, and because that's a huge field. First off, let's just say information technology is a huge field. So there's incredible amounts of opportunity, to your point, from being the help desk to someone who designs stuff to cybersecurity. Just talk about what a path to cybersecurity and what maybe those salaries also look like.
Well, I'll tell you what, information and technology and cybersecurity is tremendously broad. So some of the focused opportunities that we looked at in this particular program, we called it I3TAP. If I3TAP is long, INLIVIAN, Innovative Systems Group, Information Technology Apprenticeship Program. So that's why we call it I3TAP to shorten that name down. But some of the targeted jobs that they'll be able to go after out of this particular program would be systems administrator. And systems administrator just helps with the network to keep it rolling, answers questions, general questions about the network, online types of activities that would go on. Help desk could be hardware, anything dealing with hardware and the computers. They'll be able to get those certifications across A+ and Network Plus. There's a defense class. I think about, Russia breaching the United States in the election. There are folks that look online and just look for activities across the federal, but there are folks that are INLIVIAN that track and look at, are there any intrusions trying to get into our network? So that's at every workplace, there's someone, and that security is called a Security Operations Center. Let's say, what if the city of Charlotte Security Operations Center was being operated right on INLIVIAN's campus by its residents? And it's looking after the city of Charlotte in some capacity in a role, security. So you ever answer your phone and get one of those 1-877 calls, or a call from a service that you're utilizing, and there's a heavy language barrier to the people that are talking to you?
Yeah,
right, yes.
Do you know that American corporations have partnered with someone that may be in another country to do their services? Why couldn't that be an INLIVIAN Security Operations Center that are handling services across North Carolina? So these are all opportunities that lend itself to these particular residents who have the opportunity.
And just really quickly, the salaries that one could make. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm so busy talking about the opportunities. But
the money.
The average starting salary when they get into apprenticeship is in that high 40s, low 50 range. And it can range anywhere from $50,000 to $90,000, depending on how aggressively they can move through the training and through the apprenticeship. So another thing that, again, if we're connecting to corporations, the corporations can sign letter of agreement that that participant, along with getting their pre-apprenticeship foundational training, they could also be training on the software that this particular company uses, so that when they connect in the apprenticeship, they can hit the ground running and at least have some kind of basic understanding. But ISG doesn't leave them there. They also stay with them as a mentor. So not they'll get technical training, but they're also going to get life success training. You know, how do you prep for these job opportunities? Your mind focus as you go into the particular network. If they're brand new to IT, they may be brand new to the workforce as a whole. So implemented in this training, there's a part that's called life success. And that's a part of the technical training that they get as well, to prepare their mindset and their confidence and their confidence in themselves that they can do this.
That is fantastic. So we have Brittany Perry asked, what if I'm in the middle of getting my high school diploma? I understand you have to have a high school diploma or GED to participate, correct, gentlemen?
Yeah. Yes, but I still would make that call because we may have a first phase and a second phase, and they may get in line for the second phase depending on when they get the high school diploma.
And Brittany, I want to know who Brittany is, because there are a lot of different, not only this, but there are other programs as well that we are actively making sure we let people be aware of, try to help them get engaged. So if you're complete that high school diploma, get in touch with us, because there are other resources that we definitely want to try to tie you in with. And like Leroy said, we're hoping this is the first of many ISG and INLIVIAN partnerships around technology that we'll have in the future. So I'm glad that you're a part of this broadcast, Brittany.
So we can put Chris's contact information up.
Yep.
So Chris, we have put your phone number up. If there is someone who was interested in getting participating, who's an INLIVIAN resident or housing choice voucher holder, the phone number, Chris, Chris, you'd say your phone number. I don't have to say your phone number.
That's perfect. Yeah, 704-336-8555. I love emails, so if you can,
right,
please email me. But hey, if you're not able to email me at Chris Campbell at INLIVIAN.com, that telephone number is a great way to reach me as well. So look forward to getting a bunch of emails.
Love it. All right. And then if we can put Innovative Systems Group information up there, just so people, if they want to learn more about ISG. So there's a phone number there, which is 630-858-8500. And the website is innovativesystem.com. You can also follow them on social media. I'm not even going to attempt to read that. I do not have my glasses on, but I'm saying everybody.
One of those.
One of those at Twitter, at Facebook, at LinkedIn. Get into it. It's going to be fantastic. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for having this conversation today. I think it's an amazing opportunity. The COVID and this pandemic has, put people in some very uncomfortable situations financially. And this could really be a great way out for some folks. But before we go, Angela says, I've been out of school for 28 years. How can I get electronic to allow me to do another field? Also, I'm in a living housing now with my house. Okay, you can just contact Chris. Angela, let's put Chris's phone number is up there. You see it, Angela? It's 704-336-8555. Yep. Chris Campbell at INLIVIAN.com is how you can find Chris, and you can have that conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Angela, please reach out. And Sharon, can I say quickly that veterans, if you've been in college and you've completed your associate's degree, your bachelor's degree, you started school and you had to stop, you're a candidate for this as well. I want to make sure I put that in there also.
Absolutely.
Especially our veterans, right? So, yeah. I'm done. Okay, I'm done now, Sharon.
All right, no worries. Okay, anybody looking for a job, call Chris.
There you go.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day. I appreciate all the work that you all do.
Thank you, Sharon. Leroy, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good day.
Bye-bye.